I'm Josh.
And I'm Cody.
As urban explorers, we travel the world
to rediscover locations that have been abandoned and left to decay in time. Oh!
We've created a personal bucket list of these forgotten destinations all over the planet. It's a true adventure.
Together with urban exploring friends, we'll track them down, capture the beauty of their ruin,
and unearth the stories that people have left behind.
So it's going to be a lot of fun to explore.
This is pretty rare and crazy what we're doing right now. This is like 100 years of dust. This looks like it's like for the chemical wars or something. Epic exploring.
What's up, Rogue Nation? My name is Cody Buffington, and for the first 8 months of the year, Josh and I traveled around the world to create 3 TV shows, and that was the trailer for the first TV show called Epic Exploring. That first show is an abandoned exploration show where we travel all around the world to find the best abandoned locations to check off our bucket list. The second show is where we find a local and we explore abandoned locations in their neighborhood. And the third is where we bring in ghost hunters and they show us the paranormal world. Now you can watch these shows on Insight TV, which I'll have a link for down below. Insight TV is an online network similar to Netflix or Hulu, but for only $5 a month. So while it does cost money to watch because it was a big high-end production, you can watch the first episode for free, and then you can just binge watch all 10 episodes of the first season of our show Epic Exploring. And the second and third show will be coming out in early 2020. You can watch it on a laptop, a smartphone, or a smart TV because it was shot in 4K, Ultra HD, and in addition to our shows on there, you can watch a ton of other great content. Now in this video, I want to give you a behind the scenes look at the last 2 episodes of our show where we went to Namibia and Japan. Guys, I'm currently in Namibia and it is time for another behind the scenes episode. And today we are starting in probably one of the coolest hotels slash, I guess technically lodge that I've ever been in. We are in the desert of Namibia. There are wild animals just roaming out here. It took us like an hour to get out here in the middle of nowhere. These had to be some of my favorite episodes of our show, Epic Exploring, where Mike Corey joined me in Namibia and Josh joined me for the season finale in Japan. The premise of the Namibia episode was that Mike and I were exploring these abandoned diamond mining towns in Namibia where German settlers came and built towns that generated mass amounts of money, but at a major cost to the people already there. We explored multiple diamond mining towns, but this one was the most picturesque. We've been filming all day here at this really cool place called, what is it called?
Kolmanskop.
Kolmanskop. This is one of the desert places in the middle of Namibia. You see a lot of pictures of this place online, and it's actually not as you would think. It's kind of like a touristy area. Not touristy, but like you can come take a tour here. There's a restaurant, as opposed to where I thought it was just an empty building in the middle of nowhere. But it's pretty cool. We've been filming all day. We're finally getting a chance to go get some pictures at sunset. Now, Namibia is a vast country with lots of miles in between one stop and the next. We found ourselves stopping at these unique little rest stops for a little entertainment in between shots. We've come to this local stop where we're gonna get some coffee, maybe a quick bite to eat, but there's actually, it's like a farm as well. So there's like a bunch of animals here, some cool African animals that hopefully we can see. Warthog?
Warthog, yes. The skin is really funny.
Yeah.
Really tough. It's really tough skin. This is like a tough animal.
And here we have. Will you please let me film? I love how they just keep coming up. Detecting. Detecting.
And one stop that I thought was really interesting was this old shot up car where diamond robbers were gunned down by the police after a long car chase where they had one last stand. Right after finishing our 9th episode in Namibia, I flew out to Japan where I met up with Josh. Episode 10, it's been 7 months. This is the grand finale. This is something we've been working towards for
7 months.
Over half a year now.
Yeah, pretty much.
We've been in production for this for over 2 years now. It's crazy that this is coming to a final conclusion this week. But it's 10 days of filming, extra long this week, but it's gonna be great. We're going to Fukushima. We're going to places that not just anyone can go to. We have super special permission to go to a lot of these red zones. So it's gonna be pretty interesting to see what we can find there and what no one else has seen.
So the plan is we're gonna go to Shibuya, right?
Yeah, Shibuya, I forgot.
And I gotta do some intro stuff, and hopefully I can do it in one take. If I do it in one take, we'll be out. If not, might be a 3-taker. Hey guys, I'm Josh. I'm staying in the absolute epicenter of Japan, Tokyo. After a worldwide journey across 4 different continents, this is first 49. Guys, I'm Josh, and after a worldwide journey, that's the other one. I'm Josh, and I'm staying in the absolute epicenter of Japan, Tokyo.
What was your line?
The absolute epicenter of Japan, Tokyo.
Absolute epicenter of Japan. We're in Shibuya, right next to Shibuya Crossing. And Josh found this little thing right here, which is a Mountain Dew Violet. With I've never seen a Mountain Dew like this before, ever. And the only place you can find it is in Shibuya. At least that's the only place we've found it so far.
Yeah.
Have you tried it yet?
No, once these scenes are done, I'm gonna crack this open one. I'm gonna
crack open a cold one with the boys.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. The new Mountain Dew Violet. It's okay.
Your face is like...
It's okay. Not as shocking as I thought. Still a good Mountain Dew.
Not as shocking. I like it better than regular Mountain Dew. We're currently in the red zone of Fukushima. We've been filming a little bit today. This is pretty much our first real day of filming here in Fukushima. Yesterday was just kind of arriving here. So the whole thing about cleaning up the red zone in Fukushima is that there's this law in Japan where they have to contact the owner of the house or the building in order to tear it down. They have to get the permission. So right here you can see they contacted the owner, they got permission, they took it down, and there's a little number. It's like a little lot number. However, all these buildings you see behind me, they did not get permission. Either they couldn't get in touch, they did not have permission to take it down, or the person, maybe just died, which is a very possibility, because it was 8 years ago that this happened. So that's really the issue that, Japan is facing is they can't get in contact with everyone and get rid of all this area, which is what they want to do to get rid of the full radiation. So it's kind of a little bit of a dilemma here, like a moral dilemma, because the Japanese, they're so nice that they're not going to just bulldoze it down, and that seems to be a little bit of an issue here. So I don't know what they're going to end up doing. Daniel, how much is it worth?
This is about 60.
60?
If it's restored.
Can you do it? Can you do the job?
I can do it, yeah, definitely.
Right now we're inside of an old kindergarten that had over 100 kids in here.
Jeez. It's crazy that they had to just up and leave, and they were probably separated from their family when this disaster happened. What are we doing right now?
So right now we are about to interview people during the accident of Fukushima. These are people who were in Fukushima when this disaster happened. They moved away, and then later, years later, they actually moved back to the area that is now in the green zone. So they're one of the few people who've moved back here, and we're coming here in their house. They're super nice, they're traditional Japanese family. Of course, they're amazingly nice. And we're about to interview them here in their home. It looks very traditional, very Japanese. And we're about to interview them. So we're about to ask all these questions about why they came back here. Is it safe to grow vegetables here? What about the radiation? All that kind of stuff.
So try to sit like here, over here, like this.
And Josh next to me?
Yeah, exactly.
What do you guys remember from this event? What was your experience like, and what did you feel when it happened?
その時ね、震災の時が
すごい地震の揺れ、強風でしたね。
So I was actually working in a company nearby, and but my boss, after the earthquake, was a bad boss, so he didn't tell us to go home. But suddenly he looked out of the window and he saw all these roof flying around, flying away. So I immediately said, okay, go home. So I left the company and I tried to check on my 2 daughters. Yeah. Don't stand out
Ik
too
doe het ook
much.
wel even met deze.
Mina,
And that is it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I'll have a link for the show down below so you can go check it out. And if you have been watching it all along, let me know in the comments what you've thought of it. And until next time, Rogue Nation, explore the world.